On Your Side Tonight with Jamie Boll starts now.
A place where praise and worship is now the center of a local drug bust.
With them doing that in a church, I hope they burn in hell.
The church pastor and his son just arrested for their possible involvement in the entire operation. Plus,
imagine spending hundreds of dollars on a concert but then missing the show because of traffic. That was the case for hundreds of fans here at the PNC Music Pavilion earlier in the week. Coming up, I'm live with one woman's frustrations after spending 4 hours stuck in traffic.
Fast-tracking emergency care for cancer patients in Charlotte. It's tonight's cover story. And the man accused of robbing 5 different banks in North Carolina is finally in jail tonight, where police chased him down. And the tropics are heating up. We're monitoring the first tropical disturbance of the Atlantic hurricane season. And a common household sweetener linked to the chemical that breaks down DNA, how this may contribute to health problems. A lot of stories to get to tonight. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here on Your Side Tonight. I'm John Carter. Jamie Boll is off tonight. And also here tonight, our Siobhan Bryan is bringing us up to date on all the stories you may have missed today. And of course, meteorologist Rachel Coulter in the First Alert Weather Center. She's tracking that tropical depression off the Gulf of Mexico, and that is coming up. But first, none of us likes being stuck in traffic, especially when we have somewhere to go. Well, a traffic jam was extremely frustrating for music fans in Charlotte Tuesday night. It caused some folks to miss the Dead & Company with John Mayer concert. It was at the PNC Music Pavilion. Of course, that's in Northeast Charlotte. And WBTV's Cam Gaskins is live there tonight. And Cam, I know you spoke to a woman who was out hundreds of dollars after missing the show. Tell us what she told you.
Yeah, John, Allison Rowett told me that she's been going to Grateful Dead concerts since she was 15 years old. And now this week she had her last chance to see her favorite group on their farewell tour here in her hometown. But she tells me that she and her husband had to abandon the show an hour after it started because these parking lots behind me filled up and there was nowhere for them to go. Now, she also tells us that they were stuck on North Tryon Street for about a mile. The traffic was backed up as people were trying to get here onto Pavilion Boulevard. And again, they were told there was nowhere for them to go because the parking lots were filled up. Now, Rowett tells us she was informed by the venue to get to the show early as it was sold out. So she left Cornelius at 4 o'clock for a 7 o'clock show, and then by 8 o'clock they were still a mile away from the venue. Now, she says she understands it was sold out and traffic would be congested, but there was no reason the venue couldn't meet the parking demand for Tuesday's show.
Yeah, I've heard stories about Dave Matthews Band, Stevie Nicks, Janet Jackson, that a lot of people have had issues going to those shows. I don't necessarily understand. It's not a big venue. It's not like Panther Stadium or Bank of America Stadium where 75,000 people are in and out of there every day. And you do expect congestion, but you don't expect to not get in.
Now, as for what PNC Music Pavilion has to say about this debacle and what can be done to prevent it from happening in the future, we'll hear from the venue coming up tonight at 11. But that's going to do it for right now. Reporting live in Northeast Charlotte, I'm Cam Gaskins, WBTV, On Your Side.
All right, Cam, I know the frustration myself from personal experience. Thanks so much. Now to 7 at 7, our Siobhan Bryan joining us with the 7 biggest stories of the day to help get you caught up. Siobhan?
Yeah, John, a week-long search finally coming to a close. The wanted serial bank robber, Kelvin Simmons, was just arrested in Black Mountain. That's 2 hours northwest of Charlotte. Now, he's on your screen right now. A license plate reader originally tipped off Simmons' car, alerting police. Now, after sending police on a high-speed chase down multiple interstates, he eventually crashed. That's when bystanders stepped in, holding him down to the ground until officers arrived. Now, we've mapped out for you all the locations that he's accused of robbing a bank. We're told he was also planning to commit another robbery in Black Mountain. That's ultimately where he was caught. In total, he's accused of robbing 5 different banks in 4 different counties. Simmons will now face charges ranging from robbery with a deadly weapon to kidnapping. Right now, a Davidson County church is at the center of a drug operation. In fact, police just arrested the church's pastor and his son for allegedly selling large amounts of drugs right out of the fellowship hall. WBTV's David Wisnett talked to people who attend that church who say they're heartbroken.
Southside Baptist Church is where Mike Lambeth celebrated 2 of the biggest days of his life.
That's where I got saved and also got married there. So And I loved all the people there, you know, and it's just meant a lot to me.
On Sunday, deputies with the Davidson County Sheriff's Office raided the church and the fellowship hall that sits behind it. They say they found large amounts of marijuana, dozens of vape pens, THC wax, and psychedelic mushrooms, enough for trafficking charges against the pastor, Josh Price, and his son, Matthew.
Apparently, this former pastor told deputies that the church was closed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but a neighbor tells me that's not true.
That church has been shut down way prior to that. And
Neighbors like Lisa Yon tell me they're glad deputies made the raid.
But we don't want these drugs around here.
And they're angry that the church was being used for illegal activities.
Absolutely. That's why I say I really hope they burn in hell.
Mike Lamba says the drugs are just part of the problem. He says the pastor won't let family members visit the church cemetery and that they're storing their furniture in the sanctuary. He just hopes this arrest may mean change is on the way and this little church can get back to its calling.
So I know the Lord can't be happy with it.
In Davidson County, David Wisnett, WBTV on your side.
And a heads up for drivers on I-485 in South Charlotte. Next week, NCDOT will be shutting down lanes to set up bridge girders on the interstate. Now, this will be happening at the Johnston Road interchange, where an estimated 150,000 cars pass through every day. The closures are part of the larger express lanes project underway. NCDOT crews say the express lanes will transform the way traffic flows in the busy Ballantyne area. And the NTSB has released its preliminary report on the South Carolina plane crash from last month. Now, you may remember the story. A small plane crashed into the Catawba River near the York and Lancaster County border. The pilot told investigators everything was normal, that is, until the plane lost power. Once that happened, the plane began dropping. The pilot stated he tried to land on a golf course but was unable to make it. Instead, the pilot opted to land in the river. 2 people were on board. Thankfully, neither were seriously hurt. You've probably seen her face and heard her name. A North Carolina doctor is reportedly being tapped by the president to lead the CDC. According to the Washington Post, Dr. Mandy Cohen will be the CDC's new leader. It's expected to become official later this month once the paperwork is all finalized. Cohen would replace outgoing Dr. Rochelle Walensky, who's stepping down at the end of the month. Right now, a tropical depression off the Gulf of Mexico. Meteorologist Rachel Coulter is monitoring it. So, Rachel, will we be impacted here in the Carolinas?
Fortunately not, although there could be some indirect impacts down towards Florida. So if you have some plans, especially later on this weekend, that'll be something to keep in mind. But we are not expecting any impacts from Tropical Depression 2, which is forecast to intensify from here and overnight tonight and even into tomorrow. It's going to have the potential there for development into a tropical storm, the first name being Arlene for the season. So you can see that there in the Gulf right now. The max sustained winds are below that tropical storm strength. So 35 miles per hour there. Movement only to the west-northwest at 2 miles per hour. So you'd imagine, keep moving west-northwest. Well, what's actually going to happen is this is going to be pushing southward. And I'll show you that track here in just a few minutes. But I do want to show you on satellite and radar, you can still see the spin at center of circulation with most of the rainfall on the northeast side of that, with some additional rainfall right along the coastline of Florida. We just have a few spotty showers out there. Temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s. It was much warmer today than what we've been used to, and it's only getting warmer from here. I'm going to show you what temperatures this weekend look like coming up.
Warm sounds good. Rachel, thank you. John, that's 7 of the biggest stories happening now at 7.
All right, thanks a lot, Siobhan. We've got another big story happening right now. We're following breaking news. Our Nikki Hauser's on the scene of a school bus that caught fire this evening in Charlotte's Ballantyne area, and she's joining us now live. So, Nikki, do we know if anyone was hurt?
Right now, we don't know if anyone was hurt. We don't think anybody was hurt. No students, CMS says, were. So that's the good news. And I want to show you over here. This is the rest of the CMS bus that's left. You can see over here some of that serious damage to the front. If you look to the back of the bus, that's where a couple of people just a couple minutes earlier were raking up some of that gunk, some of the debris that was coming out of the bus. Now, we are currently in Ballantyne along Old Ardrey Kell Road. That's where this school bus caught fire around an hour and a half ago, according to CMS. CMS also says the bus was carrying students from Charles Parker Elementary School, but thankfully no one was hurt. Now, officials said the driver was proactive and noticed smoke on the bus and pulled over to get everybody off. Students were picked up here by their parents just a little bit later. Now, what causes John and Siobhan? Right now, we still don't know. Those are are answers that we're working to get you, but I want to show you just how close this bus was to some of those homes behind it. Firefighters said that the flames got within 10 feet of those homes, but again, thankfully, nobody was hurt that we know of at this time. Of course, we'll be on your side working to get more information for you. In Ballantyne, I'm Nikki Hauser, WBTV, on your side.
All right, Nikki, thanks a lot. Good information there and good news that no one was hurt. Well, coming up next on Your Side Tonight, any form of cancer can take a toll on patients and their loved ones.
It's a relentless disease.